Hello and welcome to a colour recording for people born in the month of November to see how their April will develop for you. I'm Dr. Karen and this is Karen's Colours. For this month, I've decided on an oracle card that isn't really something that one would call an oracle. They predate the fashion for oracles, and in fact, they're blank on one side. They're actually wisdom from the elders, and I've long lost the package that came from this, but I've had this set of cards for decades, and they have some really interesting bits of wisdom for people. So I hope you enjoy those along with your colour reading. So let's get into it. All right, November people. Let's now look for some colour circles for you. What you're bringing into the month of April is blue on, it's black on blue. By the middle of April, it's pink on green. And by the end of April, it's brown on brown. And the underlying energy for all of this is orange on orange. Now, that's certainly an interesting way of doing things. You have here two colours that are the same throughout. That's always a bit of a drama. Certainly it's something to be paid attention to, because when we have the same colours top and bottom, and there are only 12 of these in a pile of 144 combinations, it means that you have to pay particular attention to what they signify. It reduces your ability to do certain things because it demands that you do certain things in a particular way and no other. So let's have a look at what all of this means. We begin the month with black on blue. Coming into April, you feel pretty bruised, pretty knocked around. Blue internally, you've been working hard. You've been trying very hard to maintain the status quo, to do your duty, to get on with whatever job had to be done, to not complain about it, just to do what was necessary, taking on responsibilities and dealing with them. But in the real world, it's been very uncomfortable for you because black externally always means there has been a shut-off, a shut in communication, a shut in abilities, a shut in energy, a shut in just about every aspect of your life. And so you're feeling hard done by. Life hasn't worked out quite the way that you wanted it to. And coming from March, it has been particularly difficult. In the middle, or by the middle of April, you've gone from black and blue into pink and green. Now, the blue, the need for activity due to responsibilities and duties, has now become a quest for some sort of freedom. You want out. You've had enough. You want to get away. Whatever it is that you have been dealing with back here is now something that you desperately want to leave behind. You don't want to go back there again, ever. And in the real world, there are opportunities, but the thing is, the opportunities are ones that you don't have the energy to chase. When pink appears, it's all about lacking the physical and emotional and also financial energies that are necessary for you to take advantage of whatever this urge for new starts creates for you. Pink and green together is about new life, starting all over again. Pink is the baby color, green is the opportunity to grow. You haven't quite decided where you're going in the future. You haven't quite decided where you are likely to end up, because you're still dealing with having to finish off whatever it was that you were dealing with back here. This was painful and uncomfortable and bound to the work that you had to do. This now says, okay, all that's gone in the past, and you are having to start off all over again. It's a new beginning, but it could be a difficult one, depending on what you brought with you from here, whatever's left over, but it could also be a very easy one. It all depends on where you're going next, and where you are going next is brown on brown. You're having to recreate your life completely, set up new goals, new challenges, new ideas as to where you want to be. Have you got a plan for your new life? What steps do you need to follow in order to obtain that new life? What skills do you need to learn? These are all issues that you're dealing with by the end of April, but underlying all of this is another solid color. And this one is all about drama and crisis and needing to survive. This required you to get away from something that was uncomfortable. This is asking you to start off a new life. This says, having got your new life, what are you going to do with it? And this on its own, as the underlying energy says, yes, there are practical things you need to do in order to survive. You can't just simply fight the world. Orange on orange is an uncomfortable experience because it requires you to stand up and be counted. It requires you to take on challenges that you otherwise probably would choose not to, particularly if you're starting off a new life. Can you, in fact, survive that new life? That's the challenge that you're dealing with. Let's have a look at the colors that are missing to see what we can do to aid this. You have black, but there's no white. There's no red or yellow, but you do have green. You have blue. You have brown. You have orange. There's no gray or purple, or no, you do have pink, and there is no cyan. So here we have 6 colors, 6 lots of skills that are available to you and working for you in the month of April. What is missing, and probably would be a benefit, are white, red, yellow, grey, purple, and cyan. So what do they represent? Well, white is asking you to be open to anything. There are all sorts of experiences out there in the real world. What are you likely to come across? And when you do come across them, don't run and hide or fight them off as you would have in the past year. Instead, just be open. Red says there is a need for you to develop some sort of passion, some sort of activity. Drag all of your energies together so that you can come up with something that enables you to move forward in a way that makes you feel as though you have accomplished something. And there is a fair amount of pride and happiness in the choices that you make. Yellow is about memory, and it's about learning. What have your past life lessons taught you? What do you remember that you need to bring with you into the new life that you are creating here? Grey, Grey is about dealing with alternatives that are opposites. Uncertainty, confusion may reign if you make choices that pull you too far in one direction or the other. So grey invites you to find the middle path. Purple is about both having fun and being creative, but it's also about dealing with disruptive energies. Purple is child energy. It's about allowing the brick tower to be crashed down so that you can build another one. What sort of opportunities are you going to take on that enable you to make drastic and complete and total changes to your life? And finally, we have Cyan. Cyan is about peace and harmony and comfort, and just generally feeling as though everything in your life is exactly the way it should be. But it's also about connections. It's about relationships. How do you maintain the sorts of relationships and connections that will enable you to make the best out of whatever it is that you need to learn here, and to overcome the drama and crises of whatever it is you're going to be facing here as your underlying energy. Cyan has to do with intuition as well. Are you able to connect with those aspects of yourself that enable you to make the right choices because you know innately that those are the right ones for you? Let's now look at what the wisdom of the elders has to offer us. And once again, it's not so easy doing this shuffling stuff, but I am actually improving. All right, let's now have a look. I think we might take, oh, that one fell out, so that's the one we'll take. And it says, dare to dream. Dare to dream. This is what dreaming is about. Maybe there's a hint there. Now, March has been an extremely difficult month for everyone across the world. There are things that have happened that are entirely out of our control, and as a result, all of our hopes and dreams are up in the air. I hope that this April reading for you has brought you some justification for the choices that you've made and for the direction in which you're planning to go. Certainly, if you remember to use the two colours, the one that is most appealing and the one that is least appealing from that list of colours that is missing from your life at present, that you find your way towards something that will give you not only relief, but also comfort as you move towards May. May April be a lot calmer, a lot better for you than March certainly turned out to be. And may the colours of your life bring you all that is necessary for your own higher good. Until next time, bye.